Hi folks, it's a bit rainy. It's sort of drizzly wet, but that's about it. Only drizzly wet. Someone's been dumping a ton of crap here. You see part of it there, that's from McDonald's, is it? I've no idea, I think so. Because the rest of it is all down here. Someone's just basically pulled over in their car and just dumped it. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Well, Father, if it's possible, can you make sure that all the local residents around the person who dumped this will dump all the rubbish in that person's garden? I mean, look at it. Disgusting. All that rubbish down there. Ah. Well, I mean, you know someone else has got to clean it up, so come on. If someone else is going to have to clean it up, don't just dump it there. Take it home, stick it in the bin. I mean, you wouldn't have driven here, you wouldn't have walked, would you, really? So, yeah. You get out your car just to dump it when you're going to be driving home anyway. That doesn't make sense. Anyway, this should just be a quick video, just a quick one. Not a lot to say. Went on the 22nd, expected for whatever to happen. Got in there, and my solicitor, a different one this time, he said to the sheriff, well, the report was good, wasn't it? Sheriff said, yeah. Sheriff said, but we need another one. Need another report to be done. So we're going to delay until whatever goddamn date this is going to be, for some sort of psychiatric test to see, you know, what my position was at the time. Well, because as mentioned in the report, you know, because people around me were sort of pushy, and pushing me to the point where the police forced me to get a mental health check, you know, the judge said, well, let's get a proper report done on that sort of thing to see what was going on at the time. So, cool, okay. So basically, my reaction to that is, I was speaking to Father last night and said, okay, whenever that's going to be, yeah, I need you to make sure that on that day, yeah, I can feel what I felt then. So, yeah, although I'm not the same person now as I was then, I'm not in any way, shape or form. Very, very different now to what I was then. Dealing with things a lot better now than compared to what I was then. Yeah, dealing with a lot of stuff. Even yesterday, yeah, I was dealing with quite a lot of stuff. You know, forgiving people that, yeah, hard ones to forgive, very hard ones to forgive. Ones that were very deep and ones that were, yeah, there was a lot of hatred, a lot of anger towards a certain individual, and God sort of highlighted it and said, well, you've got to deal with it. Yeah, it's not harming them, it's harming you, so therefore you need to deal with it. So, yeah, okay. Well, because I've talked about it, haven't I? I've talked about the fact that forgiving people doesn't set them free, it only sets you free. And yet, yeah, there was one that I found incredibly difficult to forgive. Yeah, so, yeah, yeah, well, basically everything that was trying to be done to me to make me pay, the things that were the hardest were the things that were done to my dogs. The things that other people were doing, or encouraging their dog to do. Yeah, that was, yeah, they were the hardest. They were the things that I just couldn't forgive. You know, so it's like, nah. But, you know, Father sort of encouraged me to do that, so it's like, okay. So, yeah, that's why I sort of said to Father yesterday, okay, yeah, whenever this thing is going to be, when I walk into the room with this psychiatrist or whatever and sit down with them, I need you to put me back in the mindset that I was in then. Well, because if it's going to be accurate, yeah, I need to be back there. And although I'm not there right now, I need you to get me back there. So how that's going to be done, I don't know. One possibility is to, you know, watch a few of the videos I did at that time. But that'd be my idea. What God's idea will be, I don't know. That's something to figure out, isn't it? Someone's got to come up here, so I'll step over here 1 second. Quite a low down car. Yeah, that's a Saab. Okay, Saab. Yeah, I wouldn't bring my car up here. Well, not the Civic. I did when I had the other cars, the four-wheel drive cars. I brought them up here, but not the Civic. Yeah. Anyhow, so yeah, there you go. There's not really anything else to say. We'll just see what happens then. Any other news about anything else? No, not really. Not really. No. Oh, one thing I can talk about. Oh, I don't think that car's going to go any further with that thing there. JCB's right in the road. Okay, yeah, I don't think that's going to work, is it, really? Where's I going to go? I was going to go down there, wasn't I? I think the cars is... Oh, it's going to go back down there, I guess. JCB's just going to get out of the way, I think. Oh, JCB's got reverse. That's tricky. That's tricky, that is. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, okay, the other thing is I'm learning things with regards to training. That's just through trial and error. Yeah, with the weight training stuff. So that's interesting. Hopefully I can understand that, because, well, basically what I was understanding is, well, for example, when you're doing upper back, that really is mainly around the shoulder blades area. You don't need to do most of that at all, because basically what people do is have their arms straight out with the weight and pull the arms right back. So basically where the weight is touching their chest, but then the arms go straight down again, you know, back to straight. You don't need to do any of that at all. Not any of it. Grab the weight as you normally would with your arms straight, then just pull your shoulder back and hold it. Pull your shoulder back slowly, then hold it, then lower your shoulder back slowly again, and you've just actually exercised that area and done just as much as you would if you're doing the whole thing. So yeah, I think with most exercises, I think people are doing way too much. I think people are doing a movement that is way more than what they need to do, and yeah, you're using far too many other muscles. If we can just understand where at that point of movement, where do you actually work the muscle that you want to work? If you can just isolate that and focus on that movement, you can have your gym sessions could be a lot quicker. You could be working yourself a damn sight harder, because if you're focusing on the muscle that you're trying to work, you can really isolate that and do a better job with that muscle, can't you? So yeah, that's the thing right now, trying to sort of understand that, but not just with regards to that, with regards to other areas of exercise. Yeah, what's the best way to do arms? What's the best way to do chest? What's the best way to do legs? What's the best way to do lower back? At what point is it where you need to actually focus? Because do you need to do, what with deadlifting, do you need to go right down to the floor and right back up again? I don't know, do you? Just because people are doing that, do you really need to do that to exercise those muscles? I've no idea. I suspect not. So that's something I'm going to be sort of trying to understand over the next month or so, hopefully. Well, that was an idea that I had. Whether I actually do that is a different matter. Well, we know that that's the way it happens, isn't it? Well, even like today, I was planning to go for a walk over the weekend, didn't, because yesterday I had big food, massive, and after that I didn't feel like going for a walk at all. So Friday I did legs, so Saturday I didn't feel like going for a walk. So yeah, it ended up being today. It's slightly, so you can see it's a bit misty. It's not very wet, it's just slightly wet. Yeah. But even that, the road conditions are quite interesting, because when it's slightly wet, that's when people are more likely to make mistakes, isn't it? Yeah. Because they're not suspecting it's going to be wet, and it is still wet. The road is still a bit damp, isn't it? So you've got to be careful. Gorgeous view over there, beautiful. There you go, I'm going to leave it there. I'll speak to you when I speak to you again. You take care, God bless, bye bye.